Hey guys, David here and welcome to Digital Outlook. Guys, do we have a video for you today? Ripple, XRP, and the boy who cried wolf. So guys, let's get to it. So guys, if you've been following this ecosystem for any time at all, literally maybe even only 2 days, one thing that you find out pretty quick is that XRP is one of the biggest targets for FUD in the entirety of this digital asset space. I mean, it does not matter what the news is, how good it is, or anything. Boy, will the FUDsters come out and poke as many holes as they can in it. I mean, you just have to look at these videos in the comment section, not just mine, but of course other creators out there too. And it is just chock full of the bots like crazy and all of these FUDsters. Well, guys, in that capacity, when you're hearing all this negativity, it could literally lead to a boy who cried wolf moment where it's all doom and gloom until absolutely one day, bang, things go wild. Now, guys, just check this article out right over here. Top analyst says XRP will have a boy who cried wolf moment. Now, here's why. Listen to this right here. The recent surge in XRP has rekindled the debate about its future potential. Nick from Encash Official, a well-known crypto analyst on X, has boldly claimed that XRP is poised to reach a new all-time high, surpassing the current $3.84 set in January 2018. Now, the statement comes on the heels of two significant events: the anniversary of the July 2023 ruling, Judge Annalisa Torres, God bless her, coming out and declaring that XRP is not a security, and a 40% price increase over the past few days. However, Nick's optimism contrasts, listen to this, with the prevailing sentiment surrounding XRP for several years. Guys, this has been going on for literally years, this FUD. And in fact, if you were to go back to prior bull cycles and you read the comments, I'll tell you what, they sounded just like they do today. And yet in 2017, XRP did a 60,000% gain move. Now that is wild. Now, listen to this here. XRP has been a subject of skepticism and negativity for many in the cryptocurrency community. As Nick points out, many pronouncements of its demise in the formal pronouncements that it's dead or a scam have become commonplace. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. And I think most people are getting totally desensitized to it. And the FUD is just not working as effectively as it did years ago. Now, listen to this here. A constant barrage of negativity can breed doubt and inertia, leading investors to dismiss positive developments as mere noise. This creates a scenario akin to the boy who cried wolf fable. When repeated pronouncements of doom fail to materialize, investors may become desensitized to genuine signals of future success. And guys, that is the goal of the FUD. And they throw as much against the wall as possible to see what sticks. And that is the deal. In fact, guys, do you know there were people literally paid back in the day, 2013 and things like that, to genuinely go out there and sow absolute falsehoods and FUD about XRP, and it's still happening today. Don't kid yourself. These bots and a lot of these FUDsters, the fact of the matter is some of them can actually be paid to FUD it. Now, people have accused me of coming out there, oh, you're a paid plant by Ripple. Boy, do I ever wish Ripple paid me. They haven't paid me one penny, and I'll tell you what, if they offered it, I'd take it, and I'd take it at XRP, but they haven't. Guys, you're getting my 100% biased opinion. I make no bones about it. Now, listen to this here. This skepticism could be the reason the ruling in July 2023 did not bring long-term change. Ripple has had 3 consecutive victories over the SEC in the lawsuit, but XRP has underperformed for most of that period. However, the end of the lawsuit will remove a significant hurdle for XRP's adoption and integration into mainstream financial systems. Guys, we know that the Ripple is out there, the number one developer of central bank digital currencies for nation states, literally helping them to develop their infrastructure for the evolution of money. Now that is absolutely mind-bending. And on top of that, working with the IMF, on the board of the WEF, some of these guys. And on top of that, working with the Bank of International Settlements to resolve the interoperability between these various CBDCs. And guess what the answer is? XRP. Guys, a lot of folks are going to miss it because they're going to drink the Kool-Aid and down that FUD. I'll tell you what. Now, with regulatory uncertainty addressed, financial institutions may be more open to exploring the potential of XRP for facilitating cross-border payments. Increased institutional adoption is seen as by many as a critical driver for sustained XRP growth. Now, the recent price surge also bolsters Encash's argument. A 40% increase within a few days indicates renewed investor interest in XRP. This positive momentum could also draw more investors into the XRP ecosystem, causing a price increase as adoption rises. XRP's ability to carve out a significant niche in the market will be crucial for its long-term success, and boy, has it ever. I mean, the attention and that it draws in is truly wild. Now, right now, XRP is trading at the time that they wrote this at the 62.03 or up 6.92% over the past 24 hours and then 42.94 over the past week. Now, another prominent analyst recently spotted bullish pattern that could send XRP to $36, and this recent surge could be the start of that price rally. And guys, what are we seeing right now? Well, we're watching XRP at 55, 56, 57 cents. And what is that? Guys, it's a retrace to prior resistance as support. That's what that is. And of course, it's a reaction to sentiment. Sentiment can move the market just that fast, can't it? I mean, all we would need is for Christine Lagarde or for Jerome Powell to get out there and say, oh, well, the Fed, we're going to cut the interest rates. Central bank's going to cut the interest rates. Before the speech is done, guys, come on, the sentiment, the market has reacted to it, right? That's how sentiment works. And right now you got a lot of conjecture that, the SEC just dropped this, appointment that they had to have this meeting, and apparently with Ripple. And so all of a sudden, what if they dropped it, guys, because they already came to an agreement? Have you ever thought of that? Wow. Well, a lot of people have been kicking their butts for selling in that. Just like when it dropped down to that 38 cents, how many people capitulated? Do you know tenement data showed that the wallets holding 10,000 or less literally collapsed while whales were out there gobbling it up like crazy? And then really within a week's time, bang, from 38 cents up over 60 cents. Absolutely phenomenal move, and folks missed it. In my opinion, guys, there's going to be a lot of people that take in this FUD, and they literally will miss out. That's what I genuinely believe. Now, guys, just check this article out. Ripple's victory could reshape crypto regulations, and what you need to know. The increasing value of XRP and the potential resolution of the SEC issues by Ripple Labs have effects that go beyond just the company, no doubt. Guys, I have said this a long time. If we get a big win out of this, it is not just a win for XRP or for Ripple. It's a win for the entirety of this digital asset space. And I think it's going to put the SEC right in their place. And in fact, when you got the FIT, Financial Innovation and Technology for the 21st Century Act out there, passing the House, going over there to the Senate, and with the temper of what crypto is in this election race, I think that's going to pass. And when it does, I think this whole space is going to get torn right out of the hands of the SEC, dropped into the CFTC, maybe for a time until the next administration establishes an agency that is maybe a combination of both that manages this space. That's kind of how I look at it. Now, listen to this. The result of this legal dispute could be a crucial moment for the cryptocurrency industry, impacting regulations and investor confidence. The battle Ripple is facing reaches beyond simply a legal conflict, as it could change the course of digital currencies. Now, guys, right down here, let's just take a look here. The Ripple versus SEC continues to elicit mixed reactions. In the legal battle, which commenced, of course, as we know, December 2020, the SEC accuses Ripple of participating in a securities offering that was not officially registered by selling XRP. Now, in July, U.S. District Judge ruled, Judge Annalisa Torres, that selling XRP to retail investors did not fall under the category of investment contracts, giving Ripple a partial victory in its disagreement with the SEC over regulatory control. Now, if Ripple wins in court or agrees to a settlement, it might establish a new standard for how cryptocurrencies are categorized and overseen, right? It may not be the SEC. It could be a totally new agency, and absolutely how they're categorized. Guys, they're not securities. It's not like holding stocks in companies, right? I mean, look, just because we hold XRP does not mean that we are eligible to receive dividends from Ripple. Not at all. Do we get to vote on their prospectus or anything like that? No, we don't. We don't get any proxies or anything like that at all. It is not a stock. It is literally a digital asset commodity. Just as, like, I love to say the oranges in the Howey test were not classified as securities. This is a major deal. Why? Guys, you could take this bottle, this drink right here, and in and of itself, it's not a security, but you wrap it up in some investment contract that says, well, maybe how long it's going to last or whatever, and you'll get so much in this and that, and it's dependent on the efforts of others, then yeah, that in and of itself wouldn't be a security, but the contract it's wrapped up in could. And guys, I think when it comes to on-demand liquidity sales, because these guys are only holding it for seconds, and they're only holding it for the utility, not looking at it as an investment based on the efforts of others. I think that Ripple is going to win this. I don't think they're going to see no $2 billion, fine or anything that the SEC is looking for. Now, maybe it might be a little bit more than the $10 million that Ripple wants, but guys, I think it's going to be a closed case. I don't believe for 1 second that the SEC is going to appeal this thing all the way to the Supreme Court and risk losing absolute jurisdiction over the entirety of this space. I just don't believe that. Now, a regulatory ripple effect, what a settlement could mean. A positive outcome for Ripple could trigger major shifts in regulatory strategies. A ruling in favor of Ripple could set the precedent for digital assets and lead to more defined rules on the classification of securities within the cryptocurrency industry. This could assist other projects in steering clear of legal traps and promoting creativity. Investor confidence can be increased by providing legal clarity. If XRP's legal win indicates a more stable regulatory atmosphere, it might entice institutional investors previously hesitant due to unclear crypto regulations. Guys, it is not just unclear crypto regulations. A lot of these, like pension funds and hedge funds, all that, they have a fiduciary responsibility. And the lack of regulatory clarity keeps them away from investing into this space. But look at what they're doing with ETFs, which allows them access. Boy, are they ever gobbling it up. Guys, you get that regulatory piece and you see that this decision has an impact on that. Wow. Will you ever see, in my estimation, the institutions coming in and heavy. Now, when that happens, what do you think is going to happen to the risk? Well, the risk is going to come down, isn't it? And with that, what's going to come down? Well, the reward, right? It's going to come down too. Guys, it's us, the pioneers, those that were willing to step out on the water when the risk was the greatest, that have the potential to see the highest rewards. You think about this. For everyone selling their XRP at $100, there's somebody else on the opposite end of that, transaction buying at $100. What do you think is in the mind of the guys buying $100, at that time? Well, they're thinking, hey, I hope it goes to 200, 300. We're buying it, guys, in that literally sub $1. And we just saw not too long ago in the sub 50 cents. Can you imagine the potential explosive growth that we have by being early adopters? To me, it's mind-numbing. Now, you guys go out there, you do your research, and you come to your own conviction. But that is exactly the position that Judy and I have taken. Now, Look at this article right here. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse unveils share buyback plan. Is an IPO coming soon? Now, this may be a big deal. Amidst an ongoing SEC lawsuit, Ripple has revealed plans sparking some optimism. In the recent Fortune Brainstorm Tech 2024 discussion, the firm's CEO Brad Garlinghouse revealed the firm's share buyback plan. Further insights on the company's IPO plan were also shared. The CEO revealed that Ripple's strategic move to purchase, get this, $1.4 billion worth of shares from investors and employees. Guys, what it's talking about is going out there and buying back that private equity. Now, why do you think they would go and do that? Well, my estimation is, hey, look, they've got this big, treasure trove of cash. And Brad Garlinghouse said they did well over $1 billion plus that they could invest in anything. Guys, they're investing in themselves. Why? Because they're looking down the road at what the value of these things could be. These private equity positions, people have gotten in at some amazing prices versus what could come in an IPO. And guys, I'll tell you what, Ripple is going out there and making offers to buy these things back at 100% more than what they were sold at. Now, for Judy and I, we actually hold on to some Ripple equity. And I'll tell you what, we do not want to let it go because we believe what's coming now. Linda P. Jones said, listen, you see an IPO with, Ripple and things like that, the effect that that's going to have on the price of XRP is going to be something else. That is exactly what she believes. Guys, I'm believing the same thing, but you can see they believe in what they're saying. They are literally putting $1.4 billion of their own money where their mouth is. And I'll tell you, do you think that they're going to risk that? Do you think they're out there making a $1.4 billion risk where you have people trying to FUD you and I for our hundreds, if not thousands of dollars when these guys are putting in billions? To me, this is a no-brainer. But of course, I can't make your decision. I can only make up my mind, right? And that's how I look at that. You got to go make up your own mind. Now, Garlinghouse comments highlighted the importance of this move, indicating that it was a strategic decision rather than a reactionary one. Investors view this as a positive step, signaling the company's financial stability and potential growth. Also, Ripple's decision to proceed with the buyback in spite of the legal challenges shows its resilience. Besides, he also said that the share buyback plan is a new development that had not been disclosed publicly before. About Ripple's IPO plans, Brad Garlinghouse clarified that the firm does not have imminent plans to go public, noting that the current regulatory environment. So you get that regulatory environment, guys, what do you think? And we've all said that. They're waiting to get some kind of a decision at the end of this case. Once that's off the table, I think it's on like Donkey Kong. Guys, we are seeing some big time deals. Oh, and by the way, I want to point this out. In major news for the XRP community, the SEC canceled a closed-door meeting scheduled on July 18th. Now, while the meeting was not particularly focused on Ripple, which is a lot of where the FUD came from, the back-to-back closed-door meeting with Ripple transferred 150 million XRP, raised speculation of settlement in the community. While no reason was cited behind the cancellation of the secret meeting, market participants believe it's likely due to the spot Ethereum ETF approval process, which is supposed to be coming out by July 23rd. And that's what it could be. But it also could be maybe, hey, have you ever thought they might have reached settlement already? Guys, who knows? But one thing we do know, these things are literally happening as we speak. And that to me says we have got some big deals looking down the road. When I see this and I see how a big time settlement and decision could change the regulatory framework and all that, and you got top analysts saying, hey, look, all this FUD, it might come back to haunt them. I'll tell you what, that's where I come out and I say, listen, one day this train is going to leave the station, and all the naysayers out there, I genuinely believe this, are going to be sitting there. Their mouths are going to be literally, they're going to be gobsmacked, smacked on the floor, hands in their pocket, and literally crying in their own soup. Why? Because they will have missed out, I believe, on one of the biggest life-changing opportunities they have ever been presented with. Guys, you owe it to yourself to get out there and really research it. So guys, having lived through a prior bull run myself, one thing I can tell you is you are going to thank yourself that you took the time to get your plan in place. And what our coaching program offers, that is where you and I can meet personally, one-on-one for 1 hour over Zoom. And during that time, I share with you our personal journey in that last bull run and what enabled Judy and I to experience some amazing financial success. I share with you the mistakes we made so that you don't have to fall into the same pitfalls we did. We take a look at your portfolio and make sure that it's balanced towards your goals, and we work together to develop your exit strategy. We can even get your assets off an exchange and onto a hardware wallet, along with delivering to you some amazing techniques that are really going to help you in this space. Now, the cost of that is $250, and if that's something that interests you, you write me right there at coaching@thedigital.outlook.com and we'll get y'all booked in. So guys, I truly hope that you enjoyed today's video, and as always, it's not financial advice, it's just my 2 cents. Hit the like and subscribe and drop your comments right down there in the comment section, and I'll catch you in the next one.